And that'd actually be my first tip if you're starting a new traineeship, apprenticeship, internship, whatever it is start as early as possible, because they're expecting you to start on the 1st of September or the 1st of October or whatever it is. And so that's when your training is going to start, that's when everyone's in to help you, and that's when, you know, that's what they're expecting. If you can start earlier, you will basically have a period of time between when you start and when you are actually meant to start to be able to do whatever you want. You can shadow, you can speak to people, you can go out and shoot, especially on this traineeship. You can basically do all of that. And you can do it for a month, you can do it 2 months if you want to start extra early. I just think it's better for everyone. And honestly, even if you're starting a normal job, I think if you can start a little bit earlier, it just means you don't get those, you're just less likely to get those first day nerves, and you're not just going to immediately get pushed into the deep end. Although sometimes it is good to be pushed into the deep end. Although when I was younger and I was I was a fatter version of myself, at like 9 years old, I was so scared of being pushed into the deep end. That's what they did back in the day. You know, in school, when you went swimming, they would just like shove us in. Which, like, think about it now, it's quite traumatic, you know. But also, our kids are just soft these days. These are the types of questions that we need to be answering here. That's what I'm here for. That's the type of journalist I am. I was on my way back from London yesterday, and I was in an Uber, and I had my earphones in. I was listening to a cover of Adele. What was it? I can't remember what it was called. It was Banger. I hadn't listened to it in ages, basically. So I was listening to it, and I was sat in the Uber, and I was thinking, what am I doing? Why am I not talking to the Uber driver? Maybe we could have a conversation, maybe we can become best friends, you never know. And so I took my earphones out, started chatting to him, and literally all of a sudden he started telling me about all this other stuff that's happened to him. And I was like, wow, this could be a story. And it sounds quite cynical, because it's like, did I just speak to him to try and get a story? I didn't, because I ain't rude like that. But it's mad, like, the sort of conversation that you can have when you just take your earphones off. Like, I mean, I love these things, they're brilliant, but sometimes you take them off, have a chat with a stranger, and you end up becoming besties. Also, this is my favourite thing about the North here. They've clearly made a spelling mistake. Right, there's my finger there. Right, oh, my finger looks massive, what the hell? Like, obviously right there. But they were like, you know what? We're in the North. No one cares about that sort of stuff. If you've got the largest range of mobility scooters in the North, then we're going to buy for you. That's all that matters. Spelling don't matter over here. It's all about what you've got. The substance, yeah? Not about style, it's about substance here, and that's why I like the North. First day, but obviously it's not actually first day because we started early. So, 1.5 day. I don't know what to call it. I'm just going back to the office, to be honest. I thought I was skinny enough to walk through this, but I'm going to definitely hit a car. So I'm definitely not going to do that. I'm feeling a bit too skinny. I'm getting a bit too excited, yeah? I lost a little bit of weight and I'm like, I'm skinny. Definitely not that skinny, but one day, maybe. The other tip is get a flipping car. Because right now, I've got to run out. I say run, I'm too fat to run right now. I've got to run to the bus stop because if I miss my second bus, I'm 2 hours late. Oh man.
And we are done for the week. I'm ready for the weekend. I'm absolutely shattered. It's been a long week. Being in London, going up and down. Yeah, time to relax. First official week of the traineeship is done. First month at ITV is done, which is mad. The bed is a mess, ignore that. I don't understand people who say about like, what's it called, doing your bed when you first wake up. If you do your bed when you first wake up, then your bed doesn't have time to breathe. Like, you've just slept in that, and like now you're not letting it breathe, so it's just gonna smell. So I do not do my bed when I wake up. I come home from work, then I do my bed. Doesn't really make sense, but then when you think about it, it makes sense. Do you know what I mean?